Hey everyone, welcome to 2026. I hope everyone had a great holiday. If you're watching this much later or in the future, welcome to whatever time in the world you are at. So, for those that you don't know me, my name is Ben Bowen. I'm the CEO of Open Door Media. Myself and partners over the last many years really focus on building out systems that allow companies to grow in a healthy, manageable way, allowing entrepreneurs to succeed at the levels that they never could have dreamed before. And this is work we love to do. So this video today, seeing that we're in January 2026, and again, this is applicable really any moment in time, especially if you don't feel 100% comfortable with the plan that you have going into, the next month, the next quarter, certainly into the next 3 years. So this is all about planning a good year. So I really, really preach setting your year up, doing all of your planning in November. That allows you to have December to start, building some things to get ready to start quickly in January. And that's kind of my favorite formula. Also, I feel like December is a time where there's a lot of distraction, and I see many entrepreneurs, including myself, historically, before I kind of continue to refine my system. Seeing entrepreneurs, feeling late December, okay, the year's almost over, I got to plan my year. And then they put together a really quick plan. They may not feel like it's quick, but it's quick and it's rushed because it's the end of the year. They're feeling that pressure. And then they have, hopefully, a beautiful family to spend holiday time with, or vacation, or some time away from the business. So they're not really allocating a lot of isolated thought time to planning their year. So if this is January, early, anytime in January or Q1, or again, any other time, if you don't have a healthy plan that you're 100% comfortable with and excited about and working on, this is a great time of year to refresh and revisit the plan you made last year. Or if you don't have a plan, or don't have a plan that you feel like is holding water at all by this point in the new year, then this is a great time to kind of restart the process. So why do I like to do a revisit in January? Just to make sure you're about to allocate, the next 12 months, or depending on where you are in the year, the rest of this year and beyond, to a plan that you may not be 100% focused on. There could also be some variables that have changed since you made your last plan. So really thinking about revisiting it right now is a great time, or starting new. And I think what it really starts with, the number one thing that has given myself success and clients that I work with success, is making sure that you have some sort of a document that you work from, your own business Bible that you've created or acquired from somebody else. There's a lot of tools out there. There's day planners that have these tools that if you like to write them out. There are countless digital tools. You can go to our website at opendoormedia.ca and download our planning tool. It's totally free. So you can go and get that if that's what you want, but you can use whatever you want. So what are the main elements that I think are important? Well, first and foremost, with this planning document, the number one thing with this planning document isn't even what's in it. It's where it lives. So for example, if you're using a handwritten one, because that's just the way you like to roll, old school, it should be sitting on your desk beside your keyboard every single day. So when you sit down, it's there. It's wanting to talk to you. It's saying, pick me up and take a look, because it wants to see what you what you need to be working on. So it's a constant reminder. For me, I like digital tools. And every time I open my laptop, I have it set up where my digital planning doc automatically opens on the screen. It's the first thing I see every time I start my day. It sits in the background. I never close it. It's always there. Whenever I click to open all my tabs on my screen, I always see it. And it moves to the forefront every single morning, which is fantastic. I also have a digital reminder that's set up to send me an email every morning to not forget to visit my planning tool. So I'm always in it, and it's a constant reminder, because if we make a plan that we don't visit it regularly, it goes stale. And as soon as it goes stale, we forget about it forever. And we just keep doing, the busyness of the day and the busyness within the business. And we never really achieve that plan until maybe we do a new plan and rinse and repeat these bad habits. So the number one thing is not what's in the plan. Number one is, where does it live? Okay. So if you were just to think about some elements you would want in your planning tool, whether you get it from somewhere else, you get it from me, or you build something, unique that suits your personality, all is good. So I think about it in kind of like 5 different sections or pages. So number one, we need to clearly write, like, who are we? Who are we as a business? Who are you as a business leader? What do you like? What are your values? How do you like to work? What's important to you? What's important to the business? And then what mission are you on? Like, what's your purpose, and why is this purpose so important to you? Why do you feel it in your heart, feel it in your gut, and know it in your brain? So we have to really define, who we are and what we love, what our mission is, purpose, and why we do it. So that's kind of the page one, and that's probably everyone's. Well, at least it's actually my least favorite of all the pages, because I've done these exercises so many times in the past. It feels like, okay, I could just write this out again and nothing will happen. Just like it did in the past when I used to not have a great tool, going back 10 plus years, or a great method and mindset around it, not necessarily the tool. So the next pages are where I get really excited. It's more accountability driven and more systemized, for sure. So like the second page or section should be like, what's our ultimate goal? So we first have to decide what's our timeline. So I like to use a timeline of 3 years. You could use 1 year, you could use 2 years, 3 years, 4, 5. I wouldn't go beyond that, depending on the size of your business. 5 can be a little too far in the future, so it's hard to get excited about doing the work on that today. However, 1 is too short. At least it is for me, because I want to pick some pretty crazy goals. I typically will do revenue and profit. Those are the goals, because then all the other projects and things within the business that have to happen lead to that. So I try to think really high level, because, if we can create a certain amount of revenue and profit in the business, then we can employ more people. We can live out the dreams we have for ourselves as the business leaders and our families. We can really take care of our customers and deliver even better product and services to them. So I really like to focus on that. And I like a 3-year target, because it can be really and exciting. And honestly, the way that I like to think about that target is, it should be so big that it's scary, but not too big that you're not excited to start working on it right now, because you can slightly see a path to it. You don't want it to be too easy that you can know exactly what to do. You want to be able to push yourself to open up new capabilities and skills in the business to hit a number that you currently aren't able to achieve today. So I like the 3-year, but honestly, 1 to 5 is fine. I just like 3. And then the third section is, what's true in the business today. We have to be really real and honest and almost naked about the way that we're looking at the business today. And we have to look at it in all the important areas, like, what's our org chart look like today? What's our revenue look like today? What's our profit look like today? What's our customer journey look like today? What does our lead machine and sales look like today? What does our product and service offering look like today? What is the personas or the avatars that we're wanting to sell to? Who are they today? So we have to be really honest about where the business is today, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then we take that and we say, okay, let's go to the end of our planning. So if this was a 3-year plan, I would say, okay, in year 3, what has to be true about the business that's not true today in all of these same areas, for me to feel really comfortable and confident that we're going to hit these massive 3-year revenue and profit targets. So then I write that out. And then I fill in, go back 1 year. What has to be true in year 2 for me to feel comfortable that we will be able to achieve year 3? And then I do that for year 1 as well. And then we're done that section. And then what's beautiful about it is, when we go into the next section, which is planning the quarter and the month, each quarter you look at it at your third section, and say, okay, in year one, what needs to be true about the business? What did we decide? And what am I going to pick off that list in order to put it into my quarterly list? Because every quarter I need to start checking off some of these things and making them true for the 1 year targets. And I know that if I can achieve all of these things by the end of year one, I'm going to feel so confident that year 2 and 3 are going to happen. It's just going to fill me with confidence because I've got this clarity of exactly what needs to happen. So cherry pick some things off the year one list, put them onto the Q1 list, and get to work on them. Finish all of them in Q1 and then go back to that list for the first year and pick the next set of things that need to be true in Q2. And then within that, within each quarter, what needs to be true each month of the quarterly plan. And you keep pulling them down until you're into every month and every week and every day of what you could be working on. And it just becomes very clear. I like to say, with these big goals and all these projects and initiatives that have to be done within the target goals to make sure that they're going to get done, I like to treat them so simply like a list of errands. So like on a Saturday, if you wake up and you've got like, I got to go to the grocery store, I got to go get the oil changed on the car, I got to go get a haircut, I got to go drive the kids somewhere, I got to go pick up flowers from my wife. Like I've got this list written out on a Saturday of all the things I do. And I throw a podcast in and I just tick them off. Like it's easy. I just checking off the list. It's no big deal. And yeah, maybe some things on the list are actually difficult. And then that's really where the last section comes in, which is the 5th section that I would encourage you to have, is write out a list in this planning document of all of your employees, all of your team, your business partners, whoever is involved, contractors. Make a list of all of them. What are their skill set? And how does their skill set going to help you achieve the goals of the business? And then under that, write down the job descriptions or the job titles that you believe you don't have, or the skills and capabilities the business does not have in order to hit the 1, 2, and 3 year goal. And that will tell you how your org chart is going to need to change over the course of this planning doc and over the course of this, let's say 3 years, if you're running it like I am. And that will tell you exactly who do you need in your business, or what skills do you need to bring into the business or capabilities in order to feel comfortable that you're going to hit this 3 year target. So that will then show you, okay, do I need to find new people? They might be employees, they might be contractors, they might be consultants, or who in my company do I have to offer training and development to, because I believe they're the right person to take care of a certain initiative in the company that's going to get us to our 3 year goal, but they may not have the skill or capability today. And I believe that they would be excited for us to train them up on that. So that way they can be the person in the company to help us achieve that area of expertise and competency in the business. So if you build your tool out like that, or you can use ours that you can get on our website, or build your own with this type of methodology, you will have everything you need to crystallize exactly what you have to do in 3 years, in 2 years, 1 year, quarter, month, week, and day. You'll know who in your company is going to do what and where your strengths and weaknesses are. And you will also fully understand what the identity of the company is. And I think running that, and again, going back to the most important thing of all of this, is not even the planning tool that you will use, create, buy, find, whatever. It is where it lives, on your desk, or for me, popping up on my laptop every single morning when I open it, and staying open every single day, all day, and sending me a reminder in the morning to make sure that I review it. That is the most important piece. That was the unlock for me probably over 10 years ago, and it's still the unlock today. So I hope this video is helpful, no matter where it is in the year, no matter what year you're watching this video. I think that this could be very helpful. And if you need more help, go to our website. We'll see what we can do.